biggest attention whores people saw. According to Reddit. Number 18. My aunt has always, probably, been the biggest attention whore that I've ever met. At least I hope I never meet anyone worse. I'm going to sound awful at first, but hear me out. It started when she got cancer. She'd post on Facebook about how long she was at the doctor's and how she felt and that the family needed to gather around more. She told everyone that she was going to be dead in under 6 months. At the time, I understood. Sure. Get that attention. Get some love from friends, family, and internet strangers in your support group. That's an awful situation. She went into remission, though. People didn't give her the same amount of attention or encouragement and support that she had been getting when she led everyone to believe that she was definitely dying in 6 months. The people in the terminal cancer support group slowly stopped commenting completely, so I guess she missed the attention and started making posts bashing on the entire family that were ungrateful and unappreciative of the battle that she went through for us. My siblings and I lived too far away for normal visits, so we took a lot of fire during this time for not visiting enough when she thought she was dying. We did visit, but not as often as she felt we should have. Fast forward about a year, and this is where things start getting bad. She starts posting pictures of my grandmother, who is no longer in her right state of mind. Awful pictures. Hair messed up, food all over her face and clothes, dark rings under her eyes with comments like, "It's so hard to take care of your parents. Makes me so mad. Pray for us." My grandmother's memory is so far gone that every time I visited her, she thought I was my mother who passed away years before. I wouldn't have corrected her, but my aunt loved to. "Nanny, she's dead. She died years ago," at which point my grandmother would sob uncontrollably until she forgot why she was crying. Rinse and repeat 4 to 5 times every visit. Each time my mom would snap a photo and post about how hard it was to be the one to remind someone with dementia that her daughter-in-law is dead. Then I was in a car accident. It was a bad accident. I broke my neck, had a miscarriage. Jesus Christ. When I woke up in the hospital, I was alone, but she had already heard of the accident from my father, who was my emergency contact. She added the other car's family members on Facebook post pictures of the car accident from the news and lied about my injuries. Such a bad accident, I can't believe she hit you guys. Thank God you only got a broken arm and she only broke a hip. Praying for you. Posted the same photos but hidden from the other people's family, tagged as another awful family catastrophe. Thank God OP didn't get herself killed or someone else killed. The accident was not my fault. Oh my God. I did not break a hip, and one of the other car's passengers had a brain bleed and was in the hospital and rehab for over a year. The most recent one was the worst of all, somehow worse than that. I've never been big on Facebook, and she quit tagging me when I asked her to stop contacting the other car's family as per my lawyer's request. Yeah, it's not a smart move to contact the other party. What a dumb hoe. My grandfather's health had taken a turn for the worst. Well, I mean, it is applicable, but I like the idea. It's just worse, not worse to. But I mean, God, maybe you think it can't get worse, but it can always get worse, boy. He was in hospice. She, of course, was milking it for attention herself. Since she wasn't tagging me, I was completely unaware. For this instance, however, she also neglected to tell my siblings and my father of this sudden and rapid health decline, going as far as to hide the post from my sister, who always read the comments on her posts, or read and commented on her posts. None of us were aware. The rest of the family was gathered and was able to say their goodbyes on the day that he died. She then posted a picture of my dead grandfather on Facebook, telling everyone that they were lucky to have been there for him in his final moments. This time tagging me, my siblings, and my father. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. There goes my monetization for even saying it. But, how can I remain monetized and disinfected and fucking cookie cutter in a world that's not that way? Thanks, YouTube, for making me feel like I can have a place and just talk. Just share actual stories. Events that take place in people's lives. Every day it gets just harder and harder for me to even do this, because it's not like I'm seeking the monetization for it, but I'm getting struck for it. So I'm losing my capacity to even talk at all, dude. Not making money is totally fine, my dude. But when you're striking the video and saying that it's hate speech or something, I'm just reading a story about a person and a family member that sucks. But I use a couple of poo-poo naughty words on your Christian website and it's the end of the world. Boy, one of these days, what's going to happen? One of these days, YouTube is going to be the blockbuster of the internet, video sharing sites. And some people feel like that day can't come fast enough. A follow-up post of my grandmother crying, saying, "How am I supposed to tell her again when she forgets? Pray for us." Well, I was at work when he passed, so I didn't even see the posts. I got called into my manager's office because an aunt on my mother's side called and yelled at me because my awful aunt messaged her and told her none of us showed up to visit my grandfather on his bedside. My manager let me leave early, and I got to my phone in my locker room and see the posts and messages from my siblings that my father was distraught and drank himself into oblivion and was now at the hospital getting his stomach pumped. Want to guess what my awful aunt's next post was? A post about my father drinking himself dumb because he felt himself guilty for being an awful son and not caring enough to visit his dying father, and how it made her so sick that she was alone in all of this with no support from her baby brother. She kindly tagged us all in that post too. Listen. This was exhausting just to read. Family really are the worst of the assholes that you have to deal with, because when they suck, you almost can't get away from them. You're almost tethered to these people by other members of your family, man. And try explaining to somebody that they're a piece of crap, man. If they don't get it already, they're not going to get it. What is there to explain? Incapable of seeing things from another perspective? Incapable of listening or wanting to listen? Incapable of learning or wanting to learn? And that's the true thing that should infuriate, is not a person who is ignorant or is stupid, but it's a person who lacks the willingness to learn. Or to see from a different perspective. Like, fuck off. Fuck you. Bro. I don't want anything to do with that. I should have skipped this one. If I knew what I was dealing with, if I knew what kind of fire I was handling, I wouldn't have dealt with it. Sorry to everybody. Hello to everybody in the stream. Here's hoping a post like that puts everybody's lives in perspective, And, we are reminded that things can always be worse. We could have somebody with nothing better to do than throw all kinds of nonsense onto social media to make themselves look like the saint, when in reality, they're nobody. They're nothing. And it's so obvious, it's so clear, based on the posts that you're making for attention, based on your insecurity and the desperation within you. The desperation within you. You want to know what the coolest, most gangster, OG, proud, and like having your shit together move you can ever make? It's to not even get into it, dude. Did you know that not saying anything or not posting anything was always an option? There are some games in which the only winning move is not to play. But it's not a possibility for some of these hoes. So thank God they're so stupid. So it gives us the ability to just like, holy shit. Little Harko says, "Hi, everyone." Sorry I haven't been to the last few streams. Bro, dude, nobody is obligated to show up to these streams. The majority of the people in these streams say absolutely nothing, and I don't appreciate them any less. These streams will always be here as long as YouTube doesn't shut me down, and you can experience them while the stream is live or after the fact at your own leisure. If you appreciate them, hit the like button, because I know a lot of people aren't doing that, and I'm past begging them, so there it is. KXG, how you doing? Hello to Tara, wonderful to see you. Blaze Games, I'm tired, but Kyle is God. Wow, man, I wouldn't go that far, you know what I'm talking about, but personally, I thought kind of pray. I'm kidding. My dreams are always really weird, says this dude. Well, there you go. And Nikki Gabby says, oh, damn. I have Srari for this one. Amazing. When my twins were born, I didn't want pictures on Facebook of them in the ICU, which you are totally entitled to. I think it's weird when people are constantly flooding, pictures of their spawn online as it is. Who are you advertising them to? Potential buyers? Just a joke. Of course, my sister had to post about it and even posted pictures of them with tubes in them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, hello Unknown, hello Killer Memester and Odie. And let's just continue, boy. Number 17. My roommate's cat died last week. When she told her coworkers, one lady proceeded to start telling a story about a cat she kinda owned that never even lived with her, that died 5+ years ago. She got so worked up that she started crying, and the entire office started consoling the coworker instead of my roommate, whose cat had died the day before. Unbelievable. Gotta one-up him. Look, alright, it's not really my cat, but oh my god, I'm crying. As we continue. Number 16. My grandma has to make everything about her. Literally everything. No matter the person or the situation, and if the conversation switches to where it's not about her, she gets visibly annoyed, and you can see the gears turning in her head as she tries to figure out how to get the conversation back to her. She constantly retells stories that she's told 1,000 times back from when she was younger, and if she can't think of anything recent, if I have to ever hear again about how she was a prom queen back in 1951 or valedictorian of her 10-person 8th grade class, or how whenever she goes anywhere, everyone just loves her, I'm gonna lose it. Well, you'll miss her when she's gone, mate. You'll miss her when she's gone. These stories ain't nothing, If I'm hearing a story and you're trying to convince me that an old person is like really self-absorbed and needs to make everything about them, I need to hear something where the old lady smacked a baby or something. You know what I'm talking about? The Kyle channel does not condone the act of baby smacking unless you smack him on the back because he got a burpee. Burp them kids. Well, why the hell did this person write this twice? You guys in some kind of battle with your keyboards, How does that even happen? It's a timeout. It's not the end of the world. But I want you guys to... What? How does that even happen? Like a connection issue where you're hitting the enter button and the internet's like, all right, God. Number 15, death posts on teenagers. See, if you guys know anything about our teenagers, people are posting shit that's just like... I didn't kill myself, man. Oh, God. Yeah. And even some instances where they're like, I'm dying, man. Oh, my God. Here's somebody in quotations mocking it. I told my daughter to jump off a cliff, and when she did, she died. I'm so distraught right now. Karma will probably make me feel better, though. Give me that karma. Ooh. Loose karma. Come on. Johnny Yes Poppy says, just got out of a 5-year relationship. First boyfriend too. Thank God for Kyle streams. Johnny Yes Poppy, listen dude. You and your boyfriend man that you were with for 5 years, it's gonna seem tough. It's gonna seem rocky. But hopefully you can move on. I think people who have only been with one other partner are a joke. You heard me right, my dude. Yeah, it's a little pure in a way, but come on, man. Come on. It's as though you walk through one door in your life and you think to yourself, I'm never using another door again. And you shut all the windows too. Fresh air, fuck that. Fuck all of that. I'm not saying that you need to be intimate with multiple people to know what it's like, but I mean, I believe within my heart that friendships with people are fantastic, but sometimes knowing what it's like to connect with certain people in more than friendly terms is an experience that you can't really trade in life for anything else. It doesn't need to get sexual. It doesn't need to reach penetration or anything like that. It's just passing the point of a platonic friendship with certain people at a certain age gives you experiences that you probably will end up with not wanting to trade for the world. And there's nothing like experiences you'll have with people that like you a little bit too much and maybe you like them a little bit too much, you know, whether you guys end up together or not. It just has nothing on a bunch of platonic relationships. Chick says I'm only 23. Yeah, I mean, you found the wrong guy. I'm not saying that I'm not sympathetic to your plight. 5 years is a long time, but I mean, you'll forget this. You'll look back and this will be like one chapter, you know? I know if everybody's lives were 7 Harry Potter books, I know they think that certain portions of their life would fill up one whole book. Bro, you would be like one chapter in a book. And not even like a long chapter, like a really short chapter. It'd be like a Sorting Hat chapter. And then we walked into the Great Hall, and I was like, look at all the candles floating in the air and the sky. You could see the sky because it was like the ceiling was bewitched so that you could see the stars. And then we stood in a line, and then they put on the hats. And some people got sent to their house real quick, but other people took a long time. And then when I got to the hat, I was like, please don't put me in Slytherin. And the hat was like, you would be really good in Slytherin, oh boy. And then I was like, no, please don't put me in Slytherin now. And then he's like, all right, better be Gryffindor. Number 14. God, why is this channel all about making me laugh? That's why it's so annoying. Oh, yo, yeah, for real. Odie, what if that hat just jumped up and sprouted legs and dabbed on him and was like, Slytherin? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Sorry. Johnny says.
Thank you for the therapy. Ha ha ha.
Something about that ha ha caught me off guard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry about that. The ha ha just caught me. Ha ha ha. Oh man, I could probably sit and listen to robot laughs for like a long time. I'm the kind of guy when something's like funny to me, I don't even laugh. I know it sounds weird because like I laugh when something's like insane or absurd. But when something's funny, I kind of just smile and like nod. Yeah. So if I had a robot just laughing like ha 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 ha, I'd just be like nodding in a room. I've been meaning to make a playlist of shitpost tier memes where I want the theme of the memes to be, what the hell are you watching? Where like if anybody caught you, specifically your parents, they just think that like something's wrong with you. That's the best stuff. As we continue. Number 14. A lady that I work with is the biggest one-upper that I have ever met. Damn, we just read one about a one-upper. This isn't even the same one. That's so... okay. In April, I had major surgery to remove half of my digestive system and was given a lot of attention from our concerned coworkers. She was not happy because she wasn't the center of attention anymore. Well, she found out she didn't need to. Wait, she needed to have a DNC, which is an outpatient procedure to cauterize her uterus, and you're awake for the whole thing. Well, they can't give you any bing bong, like any anesthetics or something. Like the video, and I'll give you an anesthetic. You know what I'm talking about? Just dripping down the legs. Hey, I'm just dripping down the legs. Hey, you put the pussy on the chain wax. She came into work and decided to milk it for all she could. Only the biggest milkies produce the Dobby clothing. When she came into work the next day, she was distraught over the fact that no one came to check up on her the night before, and that they wouldn't talk about anything but her recovery. By the end of the week, she was telling people that she was recovering from cancer surgery. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. In fact, she was still complaining that she is recovering from it, and this happened back in April. She also told me that the reason she didn't come to see me while I was in the hospital was because her mom had died in a hospital 13 years ago, and she is still grieving, and going to a hospital would make her grieving process start all over again. I actually feel bad for her, as you should. Some people are just worthy of that pity. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Hello, everybody, and here's hoping you're having a wonderful evening. Things are making sense. Maybe you're watching this and you're just like unwinding, playing a game, kicking ass, you know? Oh, I mean playing like a totally non-violent, like Animal Crossing type Minecraft, just mining resources simulator, homie. We can't do the violent games, right? I think I farted out a song on a notepad in my phone about violent games. I should just record that over something and throw it out to the internet so all 7 people will be like, yeah, I like this. It needs a gimmick, Kyle. As everything on YouTube does. Blacklisted on YouTube, and it feels so good. Number 13. A girl in college would constantly try to get my attention. Oh, my boyfriend dumped me. My new guy beats me. I'm gay. I'm not gay. I'm sorry, I'm ruining it. I owned a signed Kurt Cobain bass guitar. Okay, you did it. But by far the worst one was, I was raped, and the guy got sent to prison. Gave people a paper cut out of a rape case, but it looked odd. Huh. So I tracked it down using the Google. The Google? How old are you? Sorry. Don't break me in here with this Okay, so I using the Google and found that she had altered it and it was some other girl. We all cut ties with her after that. What a psycho. Bruh. Fire-breathing momster says, I'm playing Sims 4. I have it on good authority that this chick actually is on Facebook a lot. So I'm willing to guess that Momster has like sex mods in Sims where like, and those sex mods are great, dude. I remember who was telling me about it. I think it was Danica. Danica said she got a whole bunch of mods, and like I'm talking just like, you know, just they're hanging out, and then next thing you know, dude just pops it out, and then the chick's on her knees like, it's crazy mods. Kyle does not condone the use of X-rated mods in The Sims, you know. That's what took The Sims from something you can play on stream to something else. Alice Blessing says, hi Kyle, how are you, Alice? I wonder what the blessing that I'll receive from Alice is. Alice, you know, I don't want to be a normie, but every time, you know, you see Alice, you just think of Wonderland. Yeah, turn it into a Wonderland. Number 12. My fiance turned into a square-shaped cloud. I may have to watch that video. Cloud. Turn into a square-shaped cloud. Cloud. Hey, to be honest, I was thinking about doing this video, but with the Yoda puppet. Is that lame? Hold on. Listen to this if you haven't seen this before. Cloud. Become a square-shaped cloud. Cloud.
Become a square shape. Turn into a square
Turn
shape.
into a square shape, Cloud. Cloud.
Turn into a
Square shape, Cloud. Cloud.
Become a
Cloud.
square shape. Cloud.
Turn into a square shape, Cloud. Cloud. Become a
Turn into a square shape. Cloud.
Bruh. Bruh. This is a real internet. It's a real video. Psychokinesis. A psychic turns a cloud into a square-shaped cloud in September 2010. Turn into a square-shaped cloud. Imagine him with one hand on his head like he's Charles Xavier. Let me get a picture of Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier. And then the other hand is extended. You know what I'm talking about? And he's just like, turn into a square-shaped cloud. Y'all don't have a picture? Y'all don't have a picture of Charles Xavier with one hand extended. It's because there's too many real Charles Xavier pictures. What happened to my comics, bro? Hello? No. Why is he looking beefy but sitting in a chair? What is this? Why is he? You got him chained up. What is that gonna do? What is this? He can get into people's brains. Ugh. All right, look. I've had this ruined for me. All right. Turn into a square-shaped cloud. My fiance has been friends with me since we were kids. Best friends. Once in high school, he was dating a girl who decided that after scaring the poop out of him by trying to cuff him to the bed against his will, she was going to threaten to kill herself if he dumped her. Oh, a nice girl. Nice. About 10 years later, I ran into her at a party. She was there with her husband and infant son. Not the kind of party you take a baby to, but okay. She proceeded to tell me how they never technically broke up since being 15 years old. His answer to, "If you dump me, I'll kill you," was to just stop talking to her. And because of that, they were technically still together, and she was cheating on him with her husband, making her son a bastard. She was 100% serious? And she also told me to tell him she wanted an apology. This was in front of a lot of very stunned people. Cloud. Turn into a square-shaped cloud. Cloud. Turn into a square-shaped cloud. Number 11. Alright, in high school, my buddy was banging this girl who told everyone that she got shot. Well, as long as it wasn't in the titty, you know? Gotta preserve them. Just like they'll preserve your life if you're ever in a body of water. But the only body I want is yours, girl. I want to make your body water me like I am a plant. What? Before I plant it in you, girl. Oh, okay. Save it. I asked her to see the bullet or the wound, and she pulled her shirt down a little so that I could see her shoulder. You know what was there, covering her wound? One single ace Band-Aid. Well, nice. Clean insertion, you know? That's what he said. Number 10. Let's get out of here, man. This girl in 8th grade claimed that she was depressed and suicidal. She was popular, so everyone believed her and felt bad for her. She got all kinds of attention for it. There was this kid in the same grade who was actually depressed, and he tried hanging himself on a doorknob in the back of our class when no one was looking one day. Wait. On a doorknob? And in an odd way, he became popular after it. Cool. The Kyle channel does not condone the act of trying to hang yourself in class to spontaneously become queer. She decided to do the same thing one day in class, except no one noticed her doing it until she passed out and had to go to the emergency room. Meh. Fucker. Linda says,
All right, Kyle and chat. I need y'all's opinion. I made a thing. Should I add fringe or no fringe?
that is the question. I'll leave it to you guys, stream. I'll leave it to you guys. Look, I don't want to encourage talk of people hanging themselves up on my knob, you know. That's I feel it's unproductive. Okay? Let's continue through this list. Number 9, my high school ex posted a picture of a knife to his wrist on Twitter after I broke up with him for him cheating on me and being a pathological liar. He told everyone to message me and to talk to him, or he was gonna kill himself. Nice guys, my God. I had that, or I hate that. I was young and dumb, so it worked, and we ended up back together. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Where's that whip crack noise? I'm gonna play that whip crack noise. If you hate that, if your name's Rhea and you're in the stream right now, girl, I got something for you. So bend it over. You're lucky I can't find it. Hold on. Smoke weed, record scratch, dolphin, golf clap, Wilhelm. Nice. Crack the whip. There it is. There it is. There, you want that? I like when I click it so fast where you just hear the oh my God. Oh my God. Don't talk back. Just keep that top off. And I'm gonna hit you with, wait, this is kids laughing. That's not good. Wait, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh my God, now it sounds like I'm whipping the kids. What do you kids like it? Weird. Weird. I want you to sound like that Wilhelm. That's so stupid. This is stupid. Number 8, okay? There was this British TV show. Yeah, boy. About bad moms, and one of them made her daughter dress way older than she actually looked. I mean, what else is new on these ugly shows? Look at how much you put in parentheses. I'm not watching this. Look, they would make the daughter dress older than they looked and would make her daughter randomly sing and do her cheer routine in public because you never know who's watching. People get discovered on the streets every day. It's really scary when some parents like do this kind of living through people stuff. It's really, really creepy. Number 7, there was this girl in my college that constantly would say things, right? During orientation, she told people that she was recovering from brain cancer and that she was partially deaf. Neither of these were true. She then found out my friend had epilepsy, so she started doing these exaggerated tremors. She then would fake seizures all the time for all the years that she was there, which was a pain in the butt because I would have to treat them like serious ones. She did it once during a power outage for the most attention possible. She did it so often that once 911 hung up on someone calling it in because they knew that it was her. Why don't they shame these people? Shame is the only thing that's going to make people stop doing things. Shame and like public embarrassment. Because if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't care, then you're screwed because nothing will have an effect on them. But usually if they're that desperate for attention, if they get it in a big way, but it's negative attention to the point where they're embarrassed, then yeah, maybe they'll stop, man. Or they'll at least stop with these people. Number 16, there was a chick in my high school who faked pregnancy, claimed to do drugs in the restroom with her drug buddies, and then told people that I was the father. I never had sex with her because, I kind of had the gay. Oh man, I know a couple of people with the gay, you know. Sucks too. You know what I wish I had when I was younger? A gay guy friend that would get close to all the big titty girls. And then when they'd be all like trusting him and be like, oh, what do you think of my boobs and stuff? And then I'd just be like, send that all my way, my man. Send it this way. And he'd be all like, anything for you, Kyle. Oh. Is that what you think they sound like, Kyle? You couldn't have done better. Turn on the air conditioner for a couple seconds. Nice. It's about to get loud in this bitch.
I'm Kyle reporting from the scene of the tornado. It's just ripping it up out here, but this isn't even abnormal for out here. You figure the people who live here would just get out of here, but they're always just talking about how they're gonna stay here and ride it out. Here's one guy over here. Yep, my name's Cletus. I live out here. What the hell makes you want to stay here all the damn time? Well, you know, these tornadoes are not here all the time. They come and they go. But I live here, and this is where my family, we set up. We put down our roots, and nothing's gonna make us leave. No. Sometimes we come out here while the storm's going. Oh yeah, that's right. And we just have a good old time. Get our heartbeat pumping, our heart rates up, and we stay in shape. It's the one thing that we can say that we have going on that the rest of the country doesn't understand. Yeah, well, back to you on the list there, Kyle.
That was pretty stupid. Number 5, okay? You know what that needed? Puppets. You know what that needed? Needed some puppets. There's a girl in my college classes who claims her dad owns a huge soccer team but doesn't know the name. She's dating one of the LA Lakers but can't give his name out. But she is also talking to someone who's in the NFL to keep her options open. She says her dad works at a local steel factory and has no idea where his extra money comes from because he gives her hush money, then called another girl out in class for lying to fit in. Huh. I mean, I don't. There are only 4 entries left on this list, so I'm gonna be free after this. Can't believe I have to end up buying a Major Lazer skin tomorrow because he's black and I'm black and he has a beard and I have a beard. Jeez. Fake ass Jamaican Major Lasers. Stop with the reggae music. I get it. I get that you understand Jamaicans to be some sort of novelty for you. I'm not gonna lie, as a Jamaican, I was more fine with the stupid ass Hispanics appropriating that music as their own. We've made this revolutionary and original music called reggaeton, and it's like you're just gonna blast that up and down the blocks wherever people congregate. I guess I don't know, how does it work? Ugh. 4 more entries, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take care of business. Killer Memester says 60 viewers and 10 likes. Man, there's only 10 likes. There are only 10 likes. And I do this every day. It's a good thing there are some patrons and some sponsors that are hardcore, bro. Because if I were going by likes, bitch, y'all see me like once a week. Jeez. I'd do daytime lists if the likes were high enough too. But not if they're just gonna get buried. Number 4, I knew a girl in college whose father died at least 6 times over the span of the semester. You can't just... It's... Like we would be hanging out and then she gets a call and then she drops the phone. Her eyes go red and the waterworks start. You gotta be... It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How can you... okay, pick a new family member. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're going to lie about family members dying, it can't be the same person over and over. The most you get are 2 dads, my dude. And you can pretend that maybe you were in a gay relationship and then both your dads are dead now. 6? Mate, bro. Is this an episode of BoJack? That's too much, man. Number 3. There was a girl who used to be part of this group of friends that I saw on the odd occasion when I was a teenager. I only met her once, but on both occasions she started to full-on sing super loud whenever everybody else was talking, and she was not involved in the conversation. Is this real life? What do you mean sing super loud? What do you mean sing super loud? That is so obnoxious if they just start singing out of nowhere. This person says, I kind of have a friend who randomly bursts into song in public. I do that all the time, but I'm not singing to drown other people out because I'm not getting attention. There's a difference, and it's creepy. Number 2, anyone who checks in at the hospital on Facebook, boy. Anybody who is still on Facebook, period, my dude, y'all living a normie-ass life. What is happening to you? What is happening to you? I get it. Like, maybe you... I really don't. I think if you have access to Facebook, even though you are the type of person who's probably only using your phone and your computers for very surface level email check-in and Yahoo webpage, you know, checking out what's going on in the world via Yahoo Messenger, a couple of YouTube videos, and you're calling it a night. I think even you, unfortunately, are aware of the hot water that Facebook has put itself in, because Zuckerberg is selling your information, my dude, and it's not the type of thing that you should be feeling safe about. Do you know what I mean? You know how if you have a brain and you have a laptop and it's got a little webcam on it, you put some tape over that motherfucker. You know, you got a webcam, you unplug that when you're done with it. You know what I'm talking about? Because somebody can get access to that, and not just somebody, but I mean like everybody. You know, this goes beyond like the government and like the NSA and blah, blah, blah. This is like if the Chinese people are on par with what Zuckerberg is trying to make available to everybody, these are like your habits. And that's very problematic. Wait a minute. Momster said that they didn't mod The Sims. That's so sad. Because those X-rated mods are like incredible, apparently. And I know they're very popular with moms. Very popular with moms. Look, get the hell off of Facebook. I'm just warning you, dude. I guess you don't have anything to lose if you're the type that's on it. I feel like if you had something to lose, you'd probably know better. But then we read stories like yesterday's story where these dudes were rolling. Well, they're stupid. They were rolling around with like weed and portioning and the tools and the scales and shit, and a dude pulled them over because they stopped to look at a couple of wiener dogs in a stroller. Like, what is happening? Number 1, back in elementary school, during an art class, I used to talk shit about my art to get a lot of compliments from the teachers or the students. My teacher noticed it and told me to stop. It's a little bit of psychology. Nice. It's kind of like girl psychology on a Facebook picture, though.
I'm so ugly, you guys. Snapchat me if you think I'm not ugly, or skip if I am. And if I see your name, having seen my picture, I'll know if you didn't message me that I guess I'm ugly to you. And I'm so glad for that. You might as well take me off your snap right now. I didn't know I was so ugly.
I didn't know I was so ugly. Damn. Don't pick a fight with someone twice your size. Why is it always fights on Public Freakout?
Can we not talk while I'm standing here and you standing down there? Listen, dude. No, you listen.
And he has the high ground, Anakin.
You keep walking up.
Anakin, no. Anakin, no. No, Anakin. Go downstairs. This is Sparta! This is Sparta. It's Jorge. Praise the Jorge. Praise Jorge. Jorge's got to be like my main disciple. You know how like Jesus had 12 disciples? I probably had like 4, you know. And Stripes would be mad because she wouldn't get to be one. Where the hell is Stripes again? She's always asleep when these lists begin. Pretty funny stuff. Hey, 69 watchers. Nice. You see what I did there? Nice. I love you to death, dude. Snapchat Kyle if you need something, or get into the Discord. Get into the Discord so I can notify you of when the streams are going live, because I'll send out a notification to everybody so that they get it. And you'll know when it's time to get funky. Other than that, you know, stay out of trouble. Want to thank my patrons for being amazing. Want to thank my sponsors for rocking my world. I wonder if all of the sponsors renewed. It seems like too fluffy a number. I'll have to check. And hey, if you guys are interested in another, emoji, let me know. Because, I don't know what to make. I like the ones that I have so far. But maybe some of them aren't getting the use that they used to get. And they should be happy and used often. Damn, Cynthia, why the hell is that shit getting bing bonged? Oh, whoa, are these people jumping into my, Discord? Okay. Well, there you go. I love you. The links are in the description. Let me know if you need anything. And, I don't know. Go share, like, memes in the Discord. As a matter of fact, get in the Discord and tell me like what one of the scariest things you've ever seen on the internet was. And I'm not talking about like the internet. I'm talking about like, you know what I mean, like deep. Oh no. Do any of you use a kind of like a Tor browser or anything like that? Just let me know. Marvel, congratulations, Sony, on buying Insomniac Games, whatever, dude. Yeah. Alright, guys, see you tomorrow. I'll play some games tomorrow for sure, and maybe later on tonight. Ooh, I almost opened this. The Ass of Tan Lines. And a look at her hole. Oh, no, thank you. What is this? This dude said, I can't believe I watched this when I was just 7. Now I'm 13, dang. Yeah, he's moving up in the world. He's moving up in the world. Wow. Guys, get a great night's sleep. Do what you need to do. We'll talk soon. Bye.